好似好靚咁樣啫，咁我就想
呢個應該係好似冇俾人搞過。
最新係呢個咯，好在有兩個俾人望啫，唔係即係你真係好唔平衡。
起碼呢啲都冇花冇痕。
唔係你睇下喺個鏡頭度睇咧，都冇咁歪嘅。我嗰個真係似俾人用過。呢個係法國做嘅，我睇過㗎啦。
呢套
made in made in。Hello everybody, my name is Beck. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel, to my second Louis Vuitton unboxing of my Alma BB, because the first one, just a little bit of update, I did have to go and exchange it because I realized that a couple of people who have kindly informed me that my bag looked used, and I got a bit weary, so I went ahead and had a look in broad daylight, and I realized that there was some issues with it. First of all, the straps, there were actually scratches there, and the zipper really bugged me. The more I looked at it, the more I couldn't handle all of that, so that was fun. So I booked an appointment today. It is the 31st of August 2020. I went with my mother for moral support, so she had like an extra pair of eyes so we could inspect the bag. Originally the whole plan was if they didn't have another bag in store, we were gonna request for a refund, and I was also kindly informed by my friend that they do not do refunds unless it's online, which I did buy mine online. If I saw it in person, I wouldn't have walked out with it, and I was under the impression that it was so like hard to get because I've been refreshing the online website for months now at this point, and I had no idea. But when I went to the store, the moment the lady, the SA that dealt with me saw me, she was, before I could even like say what my query was, she already knew that I wanted an exchange. So I think deep down they all know that. And then she saw the size of the box, which was ginormous, and apparently they ran out of boxes, so they just chose anything to send to their customers. Meanwhile, my friend in America didn't even get a box. She just got a dust bag with the bag. So, you know, at least I got a box. I spent an hour and a half in the Louis Vuitton store with my mum, and right after me there was a queue at the store. There was surprisingly a lot of people going to the Louis Vuitton store, but honestly don't believe it when they say it's out of stock, because she alluded to say that if I wanted an exchange she was gonna go check, but apparently the two just came in on that day. I don't know about how the return policy, it's my first time buying it. I'm lucky to have 4 Louis Vuitton stores in my state, and they all happen to be open right now. I had questionable customer service in there. For the most part, it was pleasant. She brought out 2 bags, 2 Alma BBs. Like first, she brought out one. I was inspecting it. I didn't particularly like that bag. It just felt off because the zipper situation for the first one was also kind of like the one I had. And then the second one looked a bit more brand new, like it's been untouched, and she was kind of reluctant for me to like start touching it. In fact, as I was inspecting it, like I was flipping it upside down, looking on the sides, like as you should, because it's a very expensive bag. Like you should inspect it, like it's here, you should look at it. It's $2,000. And I know I got one particular hate comment that got on my nerves, with this whole situation. I've been meaning to have a Louis Vuitton bag for many years now, and I really wanted one. This is something I want, and just because I don't really show it much on my YouTube channel, because this is mainly the side where I show my video game collection, doesn't mean I'm not interested in stuff like this. I never really share this side of me because I get judged by people a lot for liking stuff like this, especially by men. For the most part nowadays, I really have very supportive men in my life who they say what they like about it, and confident and comfortable in sharing that side, and they do have some pretty interesting input in my choices and these kind of things. So I'm pretty happy with the kind of friendship I've formed over the years and the level of respect they give me. So I feel a lot more comfortable, and I feel like this is an achievement, a milestone that I wanted to share as well because it's not every day I buy a Louis Vuitton bag. I know it's like a normal thing for certain people, like a luxury bag is like nothing to them, but to me it's a lot, and I want it to be perfect, and it's not cheap at the end of the day. But I understand putting myself up on the internet, I'm gonna welcome some criticism that is unwarranted, and at times it's not criticism, it's just straight up just being rude for absolutely no reason. If you don't like it, you can watch my other videos, and if it really offends you that much, you can dislike the video. You can also unsubscribe from the channel if I'm being completely blunt. I guess if I open myself a little bit more with my personality, I'm just inviting more of those comments in my life, but I'm just putting it out there. If you don't like to see it and if you don't agree with what I'm doing, then you're more than welcome to watch somebody else. And as long as I feel like I'm not hurting anybody else, I don't understand what the big deal is. But anyway, I feel like I've rambled and ranted long enough. Oh yeah, when I was inspecting the bag, back to that topic, the lady that was, the essay that was serving me, I won't mention her name because at times she was, for the most part she was nice, but there was like some attitude in between, like, oh my gosh, like, hurry up, speed things up, because I did go to the appointment slightly early because I was just 10 minutes early. Like, I've got nothing else to do. My whole purpose of going out to the CBD today was to get an exchange or a refund. And I didn't think I would spend like an hour and a half at Louis Vuitton, but I ended up spending an hour and a half at Louis Vuitton. So I requested for a smaller bag, and she actually have an Alma BB size bag for me, like box, so I didn't have to lug around like a ginormous bag. So here it is. I did get more stairs than usual because it's a bright orange bag that says Louis Vuitton on it. I got the magnetic box. I'm so happy. I hope she didn't switch out the bag though, because there was 2 Alma BBs. The other one was questionable. Okay, back to this one. When I was inspecting this bag, she got annoyed because apparently I had caused some marks on the bag because I did use hand sanitizer. It was in front of the store. Before you enter the store, they will measure your temperature and you have to use hand sanitizer in front of them, which is like pretty standard in Australia right now, everywhere. Understandable. I was wearing a mask as well, so I followed the guidelines and rules, and whatever they told me, I followed it. Anyway, so she got annoyed because apparently if you use hand sanitizer and you touch the bags, it apparently causes marks on the bag. So she got annoyed. But the thing is, I noticed she didn't wipe the other bag. She only wiped the one that I ended up choosing. So I'm assuming this one has not been touched and the other one has been inspected by other people. Thankful for the girl who left me a comment saying that it looks used. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have bothered like rechecking the handles and everything, because like it's pretty late right now. It's like afternoon. It's really hard to see those kind of things unless you zoom it in and you go look under daylight, because when you're at the Louis Vuitton store, like the lights, when it shines on it, everything just looks perfect and it's really hard to tell. And I had to whip out my camera and zoom in to see like the imperfections of every bag. I did get hot stamped on the bag, so I can't return it. So this is the final Alma BB, so I hope there's nothing wrong with it. But I went with my mom. We both took our time to the point where the lady got annoyed with us. I could tell her expression said everything. I'm just hoping the second time around it will be like, you know, I don't want to come back. It's a hot zone. I really don't want to be here right now, but here's the bag. I think I've rambled long enough. I'm pretty sure everyone just wants to see it. I kind of wish I took a picture, but you know, second time's the charm, am I right? I will. Here it goes. This is like the dream box that I wanted. Here we go. I didn't smell it in the store. It would be weird if I started smelling it in the store, right? Anyway, here's the bag. She did put in everything for me. I chose the hot stamp and everything. It's complimentary, quote unquote. Here it is. Here's the bag. It does look lopsided, I'm not gonna lie. But the other 2 that I was seeing, they were kind of the same. And I compared it with my other friends' Alma BBs, and here we go. This is the, hopefully she didn't change it. There is like some fingerprint marks, but she was the one that placed the lock there. And if you want to see the luggage tag, I did chose the placement. I chose the medium size. I didn't like the small one. The large one, you can only fit like 2 alphabets. So here's the bottom. I looked at the store like a lot of times till she got really annoyed with me. Bottom. Here we go. I don't think she swapped it because she already started putting on the lock and stuff. And the other bags, it was in a dust bag. So here we go. If you do see something, unfortunately I won't be able to change it. It is a little bit lopsided here. Like the first one, not as bad as the first one, to be honest. This one looks a lot better. See, I do have images that I will definitely be inserting to compare the bag because it was obvious. And it's a lot harder to pull the zipper in this one. See, there is a little bit here, but it's astronomically different because when she initially took this out, it was like, it looked really new. And I was like fiddling with it in the store, so it might have caused a little bit, but see, there is a little bit of the dent because the way that the placement of the zips here, but I would say it's astronomically different. I'm not gonna press it too much. It looked like it was concaved in. Oh yeah, I did get a really rude phone call from the David Jones branch because they didn't believe that I got a scratch handle. But then again, they didn't serve me. Like, why would they accept that there was something wrong with their products? I mean, yeah. And originally there was like issues with the handles, but this one, this is the area that I checked the most because I am traumatized by the previous experience of it. So here comes the handles. So if you see anything, please let me know. I can't change it anyway. I already exchanged it once. Here we go. Alright. If you wanted to see the inside, pretty much it. That's it. That's the bag. Here there's a little bit, but I feel like every single Alma BBs I've ever looked at, there's a little bit because of the placement of the zippers and stuff. It's bound to happen, but it just looks a lot better. A lot better. Pro tip, never buy this online if you can avoid it. I understand not everybody has a Louis Vuitton store locally, so it's hard to see it, but if you can buy in person, buy in person. So yeah, there was like 2 Alma BBs left in the Maison if you are from Sydney. That's the one I went to in at George Street. The city for the most part was pretty empty. Like, it's still a hot zone. I wouldn't suggest people going in. I would suggest booking an appointment if you're really desperate to see it in person. A quick overview for anybody who wants to see. I did check with my mother like many times. Traumatized. So yeah, hopefully I don't have to go back. And anyway, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say to me, and thumbs it up if you enjoyed this video, thumbs it down if you are I don't care if you thumbs it up or thumbs it down, to be honest, because it works the same for me, because it's never gonna come back, because my content is still very much about video games. But I did buy this because I need to. Oh, my Tamagotchi is like beeping again. I did not feed it the whole day because I didn't think I'll be at the store for such a long time. Okay, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this segment of me ranting about first world problems. But anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!